What a run. What a run. Hey, everybody. This is Castlevania Chronicles. I'm going to be playing arranged mode with the sound on. I'm going to be playing with the Sharp X68000 music on. Music affects how the game loads, so it's faster to turn the sound off, but that's really lame, so I'm not going to do that. I'm also playing arranged mode. What differences between that and original? You take half the damage, you get a couple mercy frames after you drop off a ledge in which to jump. And Simon has really nice red hair. So, I'm ready to go, if y'all are ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. Right at the start here, I'm gonna get 2 whip upgrades. Some more hearts, which lets me use my sub-weapon. And the dagger. So what to mention first, let's see. Walking is faster than jumping, so I'm gonna try and jump as little as possible. And I'm gonna be using quite a bit of sub-weapons that you wouldn't normally see. I'll get the stopwatch later in this level, which allows me to do the only quick kill on a boss in the game, so that'll be fun. But for the most part, this is just a reimagining of the NES Castlevania game. A couple new stuff going on, but pretty much the same levels. Kind of a reimagining.
I think one thing you forgot to mention, by the way, when you were talking about the difference between original and arranged was about the knockback.
Oh yeah, that's a really important part. You don't take any knockback in arranged mode. You instead get hit upwards instead of backwards. So
much more useful for some later bosses.
Yeah, that'll make one area in the game really trivial. So
see, we paid attention.
So I've got the stopwatch. Really useful in this stage. Let me get through this stuff without too much problems.
This sub-weapon takes up 5 hearts. Most of the other ones I think you use in the run take only 1.
Yeah.
So, gotta save up a bit extra.
Yeah, there's also like the herb, which takes 5, and some other stuff.
But none of those you'll really see here.
Hopefully not. One of the bad things about this game is that any enemy that I kill can potentially drop a sub-weapon that I don't want. So I have to watch out.
Hoping the luck goes your way today.
Yeah. So the bat is a enemy in the very second to last stage, which is why it's affected by the stopwatch. It gives me a nice quick kill.
Yeah, that's a nice clean kill there.
Pretty straightforward, everything in this game. There's only one glitch really to explain, and I'll be using it in this level. It's called the sub-weapon glitch. And what you do is you cancel your whip animation by whipping diagonally, downwards or something like that. And the next time you throw a sub-weapon, Simon will move forward a very small little bit, which is a little bit faster than, stopping full. You save about the same amount of frames that you cancel your whip animation. So it's not a ton, but every little bit helps.
And it makes the movement a little bit smoother.
I guess another thing I didn't mention is you can whip diagonally downwards and straight downwards in this game. So it's kind of a middle ground between classic Castlevanias and something like Super 4 where you can whip all around and flail everything. So right here I use the stopwatch to just get through all of this without dealing with any of the enemies on this part of the screen. And then pick up the dagger. Dagger will be really useful for the next boss. And the next block. So here I'll set up the sub-weapon glitch, canceling my whip. And that'll allow me to move forward as I throw the dagger at this upcoming waterfall thing. Now we get to take a break, get some water, hang out a little bit. Yeah. Normally that would kill me, but this is a range mode, so.
Yeah, this is where the knock-up is a lot nicer than the knock-back. You can just stand still instead of worrying about getting knocked off by all these enemies here.
One fun thing you can do is get hit, and if you get hit while you throw your dagger, you kind of throw it the other way. It's fun. All right, so coming up is a boss that I'm gonna do one-handed and blindfolded. If I do this, you should donate because that's really cool. It's high-level stuff. All right?
Oh, easy, perfect.
Perfect. True visionary right there.
God Gamer, by the way, thank you. You can follow me at twitch.tv/lurksham.
You should have seen the practice room. He was practicing that for hours.
Hours.
So this is where the run really starts to pick up. Things get a little bit more random in this stage because this is where we encounter a bunch of fleamen. So one thing to mention is when I hit stuff, they get a little hit stun, which allows me to walk through them. So that's what I just did at the opening there. And I'll be doing that a couple more times throughout the run. Oh, that's cool. So I don't want to lose my dagger, and I pretty much just don't want to get hit very much.
Yep.
I can't really control where they're going to come from, so.
So all this here is random?
Yeah. But that was pretty good, so.
Yeah, just once.
Not bad. There's a nice backup meat in the wall up here. So if the fleamen give you a rough time, you're all good. Kind of a jazzier song in this one. I've been told this isn't a very Castlevania song. But I disagree.
It's a good tune.
It's in this game. This is the only level that has Mud Girl in it. I'm not sure. Shout outs to Mud Girl. There she is. A lot of enemies don't get reused in this game, which I really appreciate. There's a lot of just like single stage enemies. So coming up, if you remember, I mentioned the kind of mercy frames that you get for falling off of an edge. There's like a ice crusher that's going to come up, and you get a really lenient amount of like movement to get through this. So you can just kind of jump without having to wait, or wait for it to drop back down and all that.
Yeah, on original mode, that's much, much more difficult.
Yeah, not quite frame perfect, but it's close. So the next boss is a huge jerk, basically. I'm not sure what it is about when I play against him that I can't throw the dagger at him and hit him when he first appears. Because, okay, yeah, I didn't mention, I'm playing on the Japanese version, which in theory, if I move the screen down, I should be able to hit this boss with the hitbox of the dagger no matter where he ends up. Zasbat gets it every time, I don't. See, that should hit. It's a mystery. If there's any scientists in chat who want to figure that out, hit me up.
He also means that in the settings before you start the game, you can move the position of the screen around. It's not like in-game where it moves.
Right.
Yeah.
And with that, the boss is moving, altering between up and down, so you're just trying to basically hit stun the boss before it gets any chance to throw its moves out.
Right. Yeah, and that wasn't too bad, so. So now we get out to a nice block with some really good bloody tears here.
I also remember your fun fact where you said that this might be the only game where there's actually a statue that's crying blood.
Right, while Bloody Tears plays.
Yeah.
It's very aesthetic. So a couple damage boosts through here. On original mode, this would be really scary, but not so much in ranged.
Style whip.
Here's the aforementioned statue that cries bloody tears. small optimization I can mention is you want to get as close to the stairs as you can, because otherwise Simon takes a little bit of a staggered approach to climbing up.
Nice whip. Yeah, so you're just about to get to your next, sub-weapon that you're going to be using for the rest of the round.
Yeah, I'm about to switch to holy water. It's worth mentioning that this bat coming up, this is the only skip where the knockback in original mode would let you skip and hit the bat and go up there and save some time. So, in case you were wondering, it's not as big a deal for time saves as it might be in like NES Castlevania. So now, some really good hitboxes here. Really good hitboxes as I miss twice. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, jerk.
Only the best hitbox.
So I'm supposed to take a damage boost coming up, but now I'm gonna have to do the backup strat, which is fine.
Might run a little low.
So, there we are. Have this guy spawn. And then normally I would damage boost through him, but he would kill me. So I'm not gonna do that. Oh, hey. So this is all good. Next we got Medusa. For Medusa, what I want to do is I want to throw the holy water and hit them with the stacks of my whip at the same time. But we think the way that she moves is kind of frame dependent, so it's really hard to get something consistent because she kind of does whatever she wants.
Yeah, because the boss does have a little bit of invincibility after getting hit. So if you hit the holy water on the exact same time as you hit the whip, it doubles up the damage, so you can kill it a lot quicker. That was a nice kill there.
And that would be a great time for some donations if there are any.
Yeah, sure. So we have $15 from Punch Weasel, who says, if Lurk says I should, then I probably should.
Hey.
Good job with that, boss. And we have $50 from Brad and Leslie, who say, every other video game character in this marathon is moving at warp speed, and here's Simon just shuffling along like it's no one's business. You own that Belmont strut.
Does a very nice and smooth move animation, that's for
He
sure.
walks with purpose. So this is a notoriously hard stage. When I played this game casually, like 5 years ago or whatever, this stage just kept kicking my ass. It took me forever to get through it. And Zasbat would always make fun of me. Oh, that's unfortunate. Zasbat, by the way, is the world record holder and notorious shitter online, so he got me into running this. So normally I would damage boost through these, but I'm gonna take a little easy since I got hit. Oop.
Unfortunate.
Whatever.
Might as well use the damage.
So coming up, I'm gonna pick up the cross. The cross in this game goes as far as like the edge of the screen from where you threw it. So it's not like 4 where it just keeps traveling with you until it reaches the edge of the screen. Hey, no random drops. That's a notorious random drop area where you can't like jump over it to skip it. So that's cool.
Just waste about 3 or 4 seconds if you had to wait for that. And from here on, you pretty much want to keep the cross for about as long as you can. Dying, of course, will make you drop it, but you're going to get upgrades later on. So especially once you start getting those, dying is very costly, since then you have to not only get the upgrade again, but then the actual sub-weapon and upgrades all together.
Take that a little slow just to make sure I get the backup meat. I don't normally pick that up. You can potentially damage boost through that, but I'm gonna take a little easy.
There's a nice little thing there, throwing it against the wall to make it travel.
Don't have too many hearts for this battle, but I'm going to try and do a damage stack here. So I'm just going to try and hit her with 2 crosses and a whip. Nice, got it.
That's good. 6 damage in 1 hit.
Oh, yeah.
Good fight.
Thanks, Wolf Girl. Where does she go? Who knows? So next stage is pretty scary. That's where the donator knew what was up with the Tower of Dolls coming up. Tower of Dolls is kind of very random in that the dolls kind of do whatever they want. So hopefully they act nice and let me through.
Yeah, there's a lot of dangerous stuff on there that can ruin your day.
Yeah, but first I need to cross the bridge to get over to them, which is pretty straightforward. I'm just doing some whipping, so if you want to read any more donations at this time, that'd be great.
Sure thing. We have $500 from Gogo de Sika. $500, who says, who just simply wants to say, I'm interested in this.
Nice.
And $250 from Jet Force, who says, here's to great 2019 for games done quick. Yeah, great 2019 is always a good thing.
So here's Tower of Dolls. This is where maybe I'll get through without a whole bunch of damage. Maybe I'll take tons of damage. Oh, that's cute.
So that's an example of just a random drop there that you just have to stand and wait for, because otherwise then you're replacing your sub-weapon. Well, that's just unfortunate.
Go away.
Yeah, this is a bad place to be stuck.
Oh. Loving these bats right now. All right, take it easy, take it easy. Don't go up, don't go up. Stay right there. Good.
Nice. It's a little scary, but...
Oh my, wow, out of here. All right. Whew. So just need to get through this axe dude, get the backup meat, and then I'm gonna battle Doppelganger, who has another damage stack that I want to be doing. Can you die? Holy moly.
A little scary there. And by the way, each upgrade here lets you throw 1 more cross.
Oh, I got most of it. Becomes a little slugfest there, but there we go.
It's a little close there, but taking it nice and safe at the end.
Early orb jump, not bad. Only one in the game. Where are we at? 1836, okay.
It's good. No deaths yet.
So this is the scariest block, in my opinion. A lot of damage boost potential in this, but I also have to... Oh, that's cool. Really well-programmed game, by the way.
There's another hit stun.
Shout out to Zasbat for not doing that strat.
Yeah, so you need to hit stun through that enemy multiple times to be able to get through getting undamaged. Just lots of skeletons here in the prison.
It's really bad when that fleaman drops me something. It's a good thing he didn't.
Yeah.
So now I could take some intentional damage boost on these. Unintentional damage boost is fine too, I guess.
Is now a good time for some donations?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, we have $15 from Maz7 who says, recently rekindled my love for the Castlevania series, and while I'm not able to watch at work, I had to make sure I donate during the Castlevania block. Sending lots of loves and thanks to all the speedrunners, the GDQ crew, and everyone who's donated.
So this is a scary room. I gotta get past Frankie. Good old Frankenstein.
Got the whip.
Should have more than enough health to do this, so.
Yeah, Frankenstein can be very mean here.
All right, take it easy now, Frank. All right.
That was nice. So yeah, the crosses are thrown to slow Frankenstein down there. You're pretty much guaranteed to take that one hit regardless, but the rest of it was nice.
Now there are some hit stun jumps that I could do on these towers, but I'm a little low on health, so I'm not gonna do it. Fastest to damage boost up here, because otherwise you have to kind of draw the skeletons away, and it's real hard.
And jumping the timing little is a window tight. You know, it's a little tight when the fire's coming from behind, but some good hits. Get some more food.
Mandatory backup meat. And now we're into one of the coolest stages, in my opinion.
That PlayStation prowess right there. Graphical fidelity.
Yeah, that's some really cool art there. And this one.
Yeah, this painting.
Yeah.
What is going on?
A little concerning.
What is that made out of? So this is Death. Death you throw crosses at until he dies.
Seems reasonable.
And he's dead.
That was really nice. And you'll notice here at the end that he's getting rid of all his hearts because it takes a little longer to count down for the score.
Yep.
If he doesn't get rid of them at the end there.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention a really nice thing about end of the blocks is that you can turn time off, so I don't have to wait for the time thing either. So just worry about the hearts. All right, last stage.
Yeah, so you can break the arrows with either the cross or your whip. Just helps position you, keep you moving forward faster. First half of this just requires some decent movement. The second half definitely of this block definitely gets a lot more difficult.
Also, is maybe one of the most interesting type of enemies that you could encounter.
This room I don't quite understand. In that it is, I think I walked too far backwards sometimes. There's these flame dudes. There's one at the very end of the level. And I end up killing him. Everyone else ends up just kind of walking at him, but I always take damage otherwise, so I'm not having that. So this is the stage with the bats, which is the reason why the stopwatch works on them. But this is a scary screen, so. And it's scary because of a particular jump right here. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice jump, nice jump.
That's actually way tighter than it looks.
Yeah, because if you mess up some of the other stuff, you can fix it, but falling there, you're...
So here's the hardest stage in the game, in my opinion, because of these ninja maids.
Hope the one plays nice. Beautiful.
Yes.
So that ninja maid at the back, we want to jump down off the edge. And I actually did this time, so that's nice.
Don't come up here.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Stay in your lane.
Good health going into Dracula here.
All right. Onwards to Dracula. He's got 2 phases, good old Drac. In this first phase, I can do 4 damage on him, depending on where he decides to warp. Usually I can get 3. Unoptimally, I get 2.
Yo, he must go through a lot of wine glasses.
Every time he finishes a drink. So ideally, we want to use the whip to break the fireballs that are coming. Like that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, close.
one more. There we go.
Phase 1.
Second phase is just a slugfest.
Spawn further over the right, so that's good.
Boom.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Time's coming up.
Times when I get the orb.
Time.
Time.
Very nice. 2707.
Get some nice extra added cutscene goodness to the ending thanks to arrange mode. So thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate the opportunity. I haven't been at AGDQ since 2014, so it's pretty cool to be back and everything. I do want to encourage everyone who's watching. There's so much speedrunning content going on all throughout the year. If you go to horaro.org, that's HORAOR.org, you can see a calendar of events. Fun fact, there's been like a speedrun event, like 2 speedrun events every single weekend of all of 2018, all of 2017. It's popping. Shit's going on all the time. So I'd encourage everyone watching just to check that out. So yeah, just do that up.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good Castlevania Chronicles run, and we have a $300 donation from Emo Spice, who has a heartfelt donation saying, "My mother, wife, and both grandmothers are cancer survivors. My grandfather lost his battle in 2004. Being able to donate to PCF while watching people be better at video games than I ever will be is pretty astounding. Good luck to all the runners." And we'll be playing a quick Twitch ad, so we'll be right back. And now we're going to have an interview with the bloodstained Curse of the Moon runner Laxxus with Keizaron.
Hello, AGDQ2019. It's Keizaron again. I'm so sorry. And I am here with Laxxus, who's going to be doing Bloodstain for us later. So you're actually from Germany, and I think that's like a really good talking point because AGDQ is something that's global. It's not just something that is North America only. So can you kind of tell us like about your journey to get here?
Yeah, it's a pretty long journey. I think all in all, it took me like 15 hours to get here. 9 hours straight sitting in a plane isn't that fun.
I wouldn't imagine.
Well, but I guess it was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, GDQ is a fun event to be at. How have you been enjoying it so far?
Yeah, it's great so far. I mean, I haven't seen that much because I arrived like yesterday afternoon, evening. But everything I saw was great so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest.
Now let's kind of get into the actual gaming portion of it. So just a basic question, what got you into speedrunning, and specifically this game?
Into speedrunning in general, I think it was at some point I saw GDQ. I think I actually started somewhere 2013 or 2014, just a little bit of speedrunning just for myself. I didn't record any runs until 2017, I think. Yeah, but I did some runs now and then. And Bloodstained in particular, when I saw the game got released, I bought it and it was so much fun and I immediately got into it.
Now, we are in the middle of the Castlevania block right now, so talking about Bloodstained is actually kind of interesting. Can you tell us some of the parallels and some of the differences between the two series?
Yeah, it's, I mean, it is based on Castlevania, on classic Castlevanias, mostly on Castlevania 3, which we will see right before Bloodstained. So there are really a lot of similarities. It basically plays like a classic Castlevania.
Let's go ahead and throw it over to some social media real quick. So we have from oh God, I'm gonna mess this up. Capolago? I'm so sorry. Which of the bosses do you find most unreliable when it comes to speedrunning Bloodstained Curse of the Moon?
For me, there are basically two bosses. Stage 6 boss has quite some RNG with the umbrellas that spawn in the fight. They are completely random, and if they are in a bad spot, then it's kind of hard to do the good fight. And then for the Nightmare run, it's the final boss that has a lot of RNG. He has 3 different patterns, and one of them is really good. I can get a 1 cycle with it. One is really bad. It just wastes a lot of time, and one is okay. So that's mostly due to RNG.
I mean, leave it to video games, right?
Yeah.
We also have from Seafoam Gaming. I really like that name. Do you feel this is more akin to Ninja Gaiden or Castlevania when playing Ultimate mode? He seems to be a fan of Ultimate since Ninja Gaiden 4. It's the thing we haven't gotten yet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't speedrun Ultimate mode myself, but I played it, and I think it's a lot like Ninja Gaiden. Ultimate mode, I would put a bit more towards Ninja Gaiden than towards Castlevania, I guess. Just because of the dash mechanic and the double jump you have. You have a lot more movement options than you have in classic Castlevanias.
Right. So are there any cool tricks or glitches that we should expect in your run?
Yeah, there are some out-of-bounds glitches, and well, I guess you will have to see for yourself. It's kind of, sometimes you can just fall through the floor and appear in the boss room. That's kind of nice, and some other glitches with a sub weapon that can really quickly kill bosses.
Well, looks like we're ready to start our next run. So we got Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest coming up. This was Laxxus. I was Keizaron. Thanks for your time, guys.
Thank you.
We have $10 from Danny S., who says, Castlevania wasn't a part of my childhood, but lately I've been trying to make up for that lost time. Thanks, GDQ and the Prevent Cancer Foundation for taking on the miserable pile of secrets that is cancer. We have $50 from Tylaru, who says, first-time donor here. The Classicvanias are one of my favorite games of all time, and these runs are just a pure display of skill. Good luck to the runners, and may the Belmont strut carry you to victory. We have $50 from Ren164, who says, what is a speed run? A miserable little pile of glitches, but enough inputs. Have at you. We have $15 from Tylorf, who says, had to donate during my favorite block. Looking forward to Castlevania 3 and Bloodstained coming up. We also have some awesome sponsors this event, including the Yeti. And have you snagged your official AGDQ merch yet? Head on over to theyeti.com. That is YETEE/AGDQ to see all of the incredible designs we've got available. There's tees, pins, and a finale patch that will only be available for a limited time. And a portion of every sale goes to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. We have a $25 donation from Vicarious Vice, who says, did you hear about the time Dracula had a cold? He was up all night coughing. Ha ha, jokes. Well, we have another donation from Vicarious Vice. Did you know Dracula threw out all the sirloin in his castle? I guess it's because vampires hate steaks. Ha ha, jokes. We have $15 from Ephemeral Dream, who says, while I could get all the Arby's meats with these $15, right now I'd like it to go to Prevent Cancer Foundation. Thanks, GDQ. And yes, that is the Arby's team hard at work making some really cool sculptures for our event. We have $10 from Metal Knickers, who says, I'm so hyped to be here live for the Castlevania block for the very first time. Shout out to everyone in the lounge, my buddy Roy and my babe Dav, who are both here watching this with me. We have $25 from Petite Biscuit, who says, I never played any of the Castlevanias, and I'm happy to discover at GDQ. I'm looking forward to seeing these runs. Good luck to the runners. We have a $25 donation from Freeland 1787, who says, can we get JC to sing Bloody Tears for 10 seconds?